Good morning, children. Welcome to today's class. We have started yesterday with a PDF for Unit 3 syllabus of our uh, subject Accounting for Companies. We are into Unit 3 Accounting for Companies, where in yesterday's PDF we have seen what is the meaning of a company, what is its definition according to Companies Act 2013. We have seen the features of company, we have seen types of company, what is meaning of share capital and subdivisions of share capital with an illustration. I hope that you all have copied and studied properly the content uploaded yesterday. Now today we move into the third stage of company's formation, which is called capital subscription. I hope you remember that last year in business studies you have studied that there are four stages in formation of a public company. Number one, promotion. Number two, incorporation. Number three, capital subscription. And number four, commencement of business. Our accounting process lies in the third stage of capital subscription. So today we are starting issue of shares, and the meaning says a company raises its capital by issue of shares. A public company can issue shares only after it has met the prescribed legal compliances. Public issue of share means offer made by a company to public to subscribe, that means to apply for shares. It can be made by a public company after complying with the prescribed legal compliances. Now, shares can be issued by the company in two ways. Number one, for cash. Number two, for consideration other than cash. We are going to start with this topic for the first case, that issue of shares is for cash. When we say issue of shares for cash, it means shares issued by a company against amount received by check or a banking instrument. These shares may be issued at par, which means equal to face value or nominal value, or at premium, which means over and above the face value or nominal value. Now, issue of shares can be either in lump sum or in installments. And in today's class, we are going to study shares issued in installments. And for that, I have taken this very simple illustration where shares are issued in installments, and our topic is shares issued at par. Par means when the face value of a share is equal to its issue price. That means if a share is of rupees 100, it is being issued at rupees 100 by the company. To explain you this installment method, here is a question. And the question says ABC Limited issued 10,000 equity shares at rupees 100 each, payable as follows. On application, rupees 20 per share. On allotment, rupees 30 per share. On first call, rupees 25 per share. On second and final call, also rupees 25 per share. Children, in yesterday's illustration, you might have come across these four words, where these are the four installments under installment method for the rupees 100 face value. The division of installment is number one, application, number two, allotment, number three, first call, and the fourth installment is known as second and final call. We suffix the word final with the last installment. Now the question says all the above shares were duly subscribed, applied for by the public and fully paid up. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of ABC Limited. So it's a very simple question to start to understand this installment method. Now before we go into journal entries, there is requirement of a small working notes where we will understand how we will arrive at the amount for each entry. So let us see the working notes first, where we will have a simple calculation for all four installments. So the first point says application money received 10,000 equity shares at rupees 20, which is equal to rupees 2 lakh. The second installment allotment money received is on 10,000 equity shares multiplied by rupees 30, which is equal to rupees 3 lakh. Third installment says first call money received is on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each, which is rupees 2 lakh 50,000. And the last, fourth, second and final call money received is also on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each, which is equal to rupees 2 lakh 50,000. Children, you must understand that in our question, the face value of shares issued by the company is rupees 100, which is split into four installments of 20, 30, 25 and 25 each, which makes rupees 100. So this is about the subdivision of share capital in four installments. With this working, we go back to our journal entries, and for that we need to have a proper journal format with heading journal entries. Then it's 5 columns having the subheads date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. To give it an amount, we have mentioned fees. So let's go into the 8 basic fundamental entries of this chapter with this question. These 8 entries will be part of almost all your questions if there are 4 installments. So here is our first entry of unit 3, topic issue of shares for cash under installment method, and the first entry says bank account debit to equity share application account, being application money received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 20 per share, which makes rupees 2 lakh for debit and 2 lakh for credit. This is our first journal entry. I repeat, bank account debit to equity share application account, being application money received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 20 per share. After receiving the money, company has to transfer this first installment application into the major account share capital, for which the second journal entry goes equity share application account debit to equity share capital account, being application money transferred to equity share capital 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh for debit, 2 lakh for credit. So this is two entries for the first installment application completed, and now there will be a gap between the first installment and second installment, which is allotment, and for that company will make the second installment due, and to make the second installment due, the journal entry is, so entry number 3 says equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account, being allotment money due on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 30 per share, 3 lakh for debit and 3 lakh for credit. This is entry saying where allotment has been made due by the company. Now the time will come when the company will receive the second installment, and when the entire amount has been received by a particular date. Entry number 4, bank account debit to equity share allotment account, being allotment money received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 30 per share, 3 lakh for debit and 3 lakh for credit. So two installments are over where company has received application money as well as allotment money. So between the allotment and the third installment first call, there will be a gap of some time by which company will make the entry due for third installment first call. And for first call due, entry number 5, it says equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account, being first call money due on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 25 per share, 2,50,000 for debit and 2,50,000 for credit. Now the company will receive the first call money as third installment, for which entry number 6 goes bank account debit to equity share first call account, being first call money received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 25 per share, 2,50,000 for debit and 2,50,000 for credit. So the third installment has also been received. Now the company will have a gap of some days between the third installment and the fourth installment, which is final call. So they will make the entry due, for which the entry number 7 says equity share second and final call account. Children, between share and final, here where I put the cursor, you will write second and, which has been missed out. So equity share second and final call account debit to equity share capital account, being second and final call money due on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 25 per share, 2,50,000 for debit and 2,50,000 for credit. So this is final call made due. And finally, the last entry of our question, which will be for receiving the final call money, and that is entry number 8. Entry number 8 says bank account debit to equity share second and final call account, being second and final call money received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 25 per share, 2,50,000 debit, 2,50,000 credit. So these are the 8 basic fundamental entries of the chapter to start with. Question having 4 installments: application, allotment, first call, second and final call. And finally we will do the total, which will come as rupees 20 lakh for debit as well as 20 lakh for credit. It is must for us to do the total to fetch full marks in the exam, and that total should also be double line below it. So this was issue of shares for cash, and it comes under shares issued at par. And the meaning is when the issue price of a share, that is rupees 100, is equal to its face value, which is rupees 100. I hope you have understood. Please go through it once again, listen to this 2-3 times, then write down the entries and the question in your copy to cover up this topic, issue of shares for cash, and under that installment method, shares issued at par. Now with the same question, for ABC Limited, I will explain you that what are the changes which are going to affect when these shares will be issued at premium. So considering the same question, I'm moving with the next topic, shares issued at premium. So here is our second topic today, issue of shares at premium, which is for cash only and under installment method. Now let us first understand what is this premium. So premium is an extra money paid by the shareholder by the subscriber rather, for purchasing or subscribing the shares. Those companies which have goodwill and reputation in the market, when they come out with the shares, their shares are priced above the face value. That means the issue price which they will offer will be above or more than the face value. So this extra amount asked by the company from the subscriber is known as premium. Here it is written, when the issue price of a share is more than its face value, it is known as shares issued at premium. So for the previous question which we have done, if I add one line, for example, a share of rupees 100 issued at rupees 120, then this is issue price rupees 120, which is greater than the face value, which is rupees 100, and therefore this share is issued at a premium of rupees 20 per share, which is over and above its face value. So I'm taking the same question which we have discussed just now, just that instead of 100, the shares are being issued at rupees 120. Now, what we have to understand is, in the absence of any information, the treatment for premium is done along with allotment entries. I repeat, in the absence of any information in the question, the treatment of securities premium reserve account is done along with allotment entry unless specified in the question. Now, since premium is a gain for the companies, it is separately credited to securities premium reserve account. I repeat, since premium is a gain for the company, it is separately credited to a newly opened account called securities premium reserve account. So if the same question is continued, then it will affect our entry number 3 and entry number 4, because these two entries are related to allotment. The question can even say that premium is to be treated along with application, or maybe first call, so or maybe all the installments. But since the question is silent, we will always do it along with allotment. So with the same question, 20 rupees extra premium, entry number 3. I have forgotten to write entry number 3 here, but this is entry number 3. Entry number 1, bank account to share application account, 2 lakh will remain same. Second entry, share application account debit to share capital account, 2 lakh will remain same. And now comes entry number 3 for making allotment due, which is equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account to securities premium reserve account. Share allotment, being allotment money due on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 50 each, including rupees 20 per share for premium. So if you can see here, we had 30 rupees for allotment, in which 20 has been included, so that makes it 50 rupees, allotment 30 and premium 20. Now how will you show the amount? Share capital will be credited with 3 lakh, which is 10,000 shares into 30 rupees for allotment. Premium securities premium reserve account will be credited with 2 lakh, which is 10,000 shares into 20 rupees, and the total of this two will be debited to equity share allotment account, debit 5 lakh. I hope the simple addition in this third entry is clear to you. Now, since the company has made allotment due along with premium, now when the time comes to receive the money, the fourth entry says bank account debit to equity share allotment account, being allotment money received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 50 per share. Debit 5 lakh and credit 5 lakh. So this is simple. The entire 5 lakh will be debited to bank account and credited to equity share allotment account. Now after this, the third installment will be made due with the same entry: equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account, 2,50,000. Then the company will receive its third installment, which is entry number 6, bank account debit to equity share first call account. There's no change in it. Then company will make the final call due, entry number 7, equity share final call account debit 2,50,000 to equity share capital account, 2,50,000. And finally the 8th entry will also remain same, bank account debit to equity share final call account, 2,50,000, 2,50,000. So having all the other entries same, what's changed is only entry number 3 and entry number 4 for premium, and rest all entries remain same as in the case of issue of shares at par. So today we have discussed under the topic issue of shares two cases. Number 1, shares issued at par. Number 2 was shares issued at premium. I hope you have understood it. Note it down, study it thoroughly, and also take out your book right from the beginning of the chapter. Finish reading till issue of shares at premium from book. When you read this topic, issue of shares at premium, there is a block which talks about how is premium money utilized by the companies, and there are 5 points mentioned in it. So you must write that also in copy, and when we have online class, we will discuss about this topic in detail. For now, since it is already 20 minutes video, we will end it here. Copy it down, study thoroughly, try to understand, and now we are over with partnership. So please pay attention to this unit 3 company accounts. It is much easier than partnership. It is much less calculation based. It has only entries. So wish you all the best. Keep studying. Take care. God bless you all. Thank you so much.